Tell me what you see. Tell me what you see. Give me your space and time for a little while. Give me your space and time for a little while. Tell me what you see. Tell me what you see. Tell me what you see. Tell me what you see.
Huddled up all together, waiting for the beautiful show now. I come alive in the nighttime, where the lights are bright and the energy is high. I love to party and I love to dance. You're safe with me, girl, just give me a hand and let's get wild. And let's get wild. And let's get wild. We love to party and we love to dance. And let's get wild. You're safe with me, girl, just give me a hand. Out in the jungle, we are animals. Once the music hits our soul, brace yourself. We are one, we are ready to party. Brace yourself. We are one, we are ready to wild out. We love to party and we love to dance. Hey. Just take my hand, girl, and let's get wild. And let's get wild. And let's get wild. We love to party and we love to dance. And let's get wild. You're safe with me, girl, just give me a hand. And let's get wild.
What is up, everybody? How you guys doing? All right, I'm CJ Livecast. We have DK Gamecast and Uncle DV here. Welcome, you two. Thank you guys for joining in on this stream.
Thank you very much. It's an honor to be here.
We have,
Obviously,
yeah, we got the 88 Gamers Club event. If you guys have not seen these battles before, we got a bunch of other ones in this YouTube channel, so definitely take a look and review. But we are getting to our finals soon. First, we still got one more semifinal fight. We'll go into that and show you guys the details in just a sec. Then we'll have our finals to figure out who's first, second, third, and fourth place for the whole thing. We've had a bunch of different players compete. It's been a pretty exciting fight since day one, since 2 weeks ago. DK, first we'll start with you. Tell us a little bit about these events, about your take on them, and you know, what do you like about them so far?
Well, of course, the teams are fighting it out to see who's going to be the player to claim themselves that lovely title, as we know. That is going to be kind of the end of the day here. And so far, the gameplay that I've seen from the teams coming in, or rather the players coming in, It's pretty impressive, I gotta say, though. I mean, I'm excited to get into the finals to see who's going to be the one to end up in that top slot, to be the one to take home, you know, that lion's share of the prize money that is at stake. So, yeah, I got to say I'm quite excited to get into the matches, and I think it's going to be a pretty tough competition here today.
Yeah, and Uncle DV, you've been here as well, co-casting. Tell us a little bit about your side of it. Do you think, do you have a favorite player maybe that you believe will take number one?
Oh yeah, TIANO, of course. After watching him outsmart and just use strategy so effectively in the 1v1s, he's definitely my favorite player now. Like I said, he's the mastermind of 1v1s. And he won me over 100%.
TIANO has been seemingly a crowd favorite in this one. Let's go through some of the matches that we're going to have. First, it will be EG DEVOID versus DAKSHU. We got Elite Gamers with Cyclone Gaming, both of their clans really good in the scene. Again, that will start off soon. Next is going to be Offset, but it could be either DEVOID if he wins, or if we go over to this slide, we have DAKSHU. So it could be either one for Offset to compete against. It really depends on who wins the first round. Then we got our finals, our grand finale. TIANO versus NAIROBI, two great players who have just won every single time. And both of them have accomplished so much with really good strategies, rotations, positioning, game skills, gun skills, I should say. So we'll go into that later. But first, as I said before, we will do EG DEVOID versus DAKSHU to start. So here is the upcoming match so far. Let's see if we can go and talk to them if they are available right now. All right, DEVOID, DAKSHU, can you hear us? What's up, guys? How are you guys doing? You guys feeling confident? Feeling good?
Feeling good.
All right. So, DAKSHU, we'll start off with you, all right? So, you've made it here so far. How does it feel to be at this position where you can possibly get that top 4 spot? Yeah, so people at home, DAKSHU was doing so well in the event, but unfortunately he was using a perk, which was against the rule. So we're glad to give him a second chance, as this makes it work out perfectly for you. And we'll see if you can just keep going. DEVOID, at this point as well, how do you feel, and what do you expect? Well, I wish you guys both the best. Hopefully you have all your loadouts set up. Make sure that all the perks are turned off this time, as I'm sure I don't have to tell you guys twice. And yeah, good luck. All right, so we will begin match number 1. As you guys, let me know who you guys are rooting for, right? Between DEVOID and DAKSHU.
Yeah, let's go. We're about to get into it. DEVOID, DAKSHU. I'm gonna give my prediction right from the start. I think it's DEVOID's game. Right from the beginning. Who do you think, PK?
Well, DAKSHU again had a really good game before, and was almost winning at points in his previous rounds. But again, he just used that perk, which kind of hurt his chances. And so here's DEVOID. He's going to start it off strong. DEVOID also part of EG, so can't go wrong with that clan as a clan favorite.
Oh yeah, and he gets the second kill, and he's using the FR. Wow, okay, FR 556, while DAKSHU using the AS Val, and that's just AS Val has been commonly used in this 1v1 event. I think most players have just taken a liking to it and prefer it, but DEVOID is gonna switch that up and use the FR, so that's interesting to see.
I think he has a good chance here, and he gets taken down. So DEVOID will lose one, as DAKSHU will get to get a point on the board. Ooh, 2 in a row. So both are showing off a little bit of their gunplay in the beginning. We still got a lot of time left before this one comes down. So I'm expecting a lot of passive play in the beginning. What do you guys think?
I think it's not gonna be it won't be a high kill game for any of the players. They look more passive. They have a lot on the line, and DAKSHU takes the lead now after going 2-0 down. Well done to him.
3 in a row now for DAKSHU.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and he's playing it smart. He's just camping it out, waiting for DEVOID to get careless. It's not similar to TIANO in a way.
DEVOID is playing the corner right here. I'm not sure. He's looking down to me. I don't know if he's doing the same. He might have gone a little AFK for a sec. Didn't hurt his chance, though, to get back into the game.
Yeah, I think he might have had a slight connection issue, unfortunately, but he gets put down again.
That was a quick kill. DAKSHU with 4 in a row now.
Oh, he's on fire. The AS Ball is, I think it can be considered a meta. Everyone's using it for a reason. And it's working out big time for DAKSHU here.
Ooh, DAKSHU hit with that. DEVOID from the bottom. No, he can't do it. DAKSHU with 5 in a row now. He seems to be unstoppable.
Well, what is it with my predictions in this game?
I just cannot believe how wrong you were. Just kidding. But goddamn, DAKSHU is seemingly, that superhero feeling is now gone as he dies out. Finally, again after 6 in a row.
The streak has been ended, but and DEVOID gets another one. And DEVOID now, just take note, is using the LK24. He switched up his gun, and I think it's working because he now gets 2 kills in a row.
Well, this is now a game of streaks here, as we've had 2 in a row, 6 in a row, another 2 in a row.
Oh, yeah. I think it's still pretty much anyone's game at this moment in time.
DEVOID had a hit there, but he didn't capitalize, and he will be brought down. Even though he got DEVOID pretty well there from the top, he was not able to get that kill. The score is now getting too close, a 1 point difference. Still favorite for DAKSHU with 1 minute and 50 seconds.
Can DEVOID tie it up? I think he can. He's on a streak right now. He's pushing, he's rushing. Oh, he gets some shots on him. He gets finished off there. Well done to DAKSHU with the comeback. 2 points ahead of DEVOID now.
DAKSHU seems to like being around these dumpster crates here. That seems to be his bread and butter. Same kind of goes for DEVOID around that crane or that, whatever you call that machine. But yes, thank you, the forklift. I appreciate the help. It just goes to show how much I know about construction. I mean, there you go, the forklift. 8-5 now for DAKSHU.
It's 8-5 now from DAKSHU. And he can just camp out the points and wait for DEVOID because DEVOID is obviously panicking and he's going to rush it carelessly now. He has it all to do with 1 minute remaining.
That's where the odds start to kick in, especially with the timer running down, as you mentioned. His odds are looking impressive, and that will just solidify it. There's no chance, as far as I can tell, for DEVOID to come back. So I do believe DAKSHU will take first round. How important for you guys to believe this first round is when it comes to the whole round for each player?
The first round is always important because if you win the first round, you've got confidence going into the second, and you know your opponent's he's gonna be a mess. He's gonna be full of nerves. The adrenaline's gonna kick in, and he's gonna be desperate in the second round. And you can play on that 100%, as we saw TIANO did to Offset the other night. So winning the first round, it goes a long, long way.
I think DEVOID just needs to get maybe a little bit more comfortable, get some kills here at the end. He might not win it, obviously he doesn't, but he will hopefully bring that over to the next round and a kind of momentum. If he got it, he's the one that got the last kill. So with that, obviously, congratulations to DAKSHU. He will make sure to get the first win. Second round will come up in just a sec, or the second match will come up in just a second. But first, let's kind of break this down a little bit more. Let's show you guys the maps of this particular event. So, as you can see, we did shipment with the assault rifles. Next will be Kill House with some machine gun. Then we'll have the cage with the snipers. Since this is still the semifinals, we will just do the best of 3. Next, after this, though, really after this whole round, we'll go into the best of 5 situation with reclaim and shipment, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. We'll stick with the top 3 right now. So right at this point, as we mentioned, first match, so important to get ahead because, again, you're best of 3. All DAKSHU has to do is now win one of the next 2 matches, and DEVOID now has to win both of the next rounds in order for it to work out, unless there's a tie. But let's not go into that either. There's been a few times where there's ties. Do you guys think that's a potential chance in this, or do you think like it's unrealistic?
There's always a chance of a tie, I think. The sniper round is intense, you know. I don't know how good these players are when it comes to their sniper skills. I've never watched them before, but I've never heard of them to be sniper players, so I doubt they're gonna want to take it there.
I don't know. We've seen TIANO especially. I mean, we bring back TIANO for a good portion of this because he had some of the, I don't know if we should say the weirdest matches, but certainly the most interesting matches, I believe, with him getting ties a few times with other players. But here with DAKSHU, as I mentioned before in the very beginning, he had a lot of wins before going in and before he lost because of the perk. But now, as long as he doesn't have perks on his gun, I think he'll be solid to keep going. DEVOID obviously has done well too, and it looks like we are going to start. DEVOID has done so well in previous matches, and we'll see if he can overcome the odds and get 2 in a row.
Oh yeah, we're in for a lit night, you know. All amazing players, all deserve to be here. They're here to prove a point as well. DAKSHU might have messed up with the perk, but he still has a chance to enter that 3rd and 4th place. Good luck to him. Can he take the 2nd round and end it here?
I'm curious to see though I think this match is the one in which DEVOID's going to be stepping up. You know, you guys said that it's important to win that first initial match, but for me, I don't think it is too essential just yet. It's a good opportunity to kind of assess the competition, to kind of figure out what you need to bring in the coming matches. Yes, it makes it a little bit harder to try and make that comeback, but it also gives you the opportunity to kind of figure out and suss out what would be the best kind of strategy to try and alter or counter, you know, your opponent. So I'm curious to see just what exactly DEVOID is going to do in this one. And I think the first initial few rounds, the first 1 or 2 points, if he's not on the money on that, then it might be the nerves getting the better of him.
Well, we may need to, I don't know what, but DEVOID right now is AFK. DAKSHU is waiting for him to come out. He's definitely being a gentleman and a scholar right now. Or he's being ultra cautious, which it could be either one. But right now, you know, DEVOID's just sitting there.
Yeah, I'm wondering. I think DEVOID has connection issues, and this match might need to be restarted.
We
I
will
don't
see.
think DAKSHU realizes that yet. I think he's confused. That's what's happening right now.
Well, DAKSHU, I feel like if he was playing not cautiously, well, if he's playing cautiously, he'll play exactly the way he's doing it. But if he feels like he's AFK, he would just go into his spawn, I feel like, to just see, like, is that true? Like, is he AFK for real? Because otherwise, this doesn't make sense.
But I mean,
yeah,
it's risky either way too. You know, like if you push in and the guy's just sitting there waiting for you, then what? You know, and he could come back. I mean, being AFK, he can come back at any point.
DEVOID has left the game. It might have been he left the game because the game was understanding he wasn't moving. So we're not sure what happened there. We'll get back to you guys as far as the outcome or whatever that was. But I'm sure we're going to have more matches. I'm sure DEVOID's going to be able to come back. He probably is having some MS issues, maybe some disconnection issues. But yeah, we'll get more into that in a moment. So right now, I think might be a perfect time to take a small break. We'll be right back, guys. And don't go anywhere. Let us know who you think will win between these 2 great players. All right, guys, we are back. Welcome back to the stream. We have DEVOID and DAKSHU for match number 2. We had some technical difficulty, but we got it all figured out. So that's how good we are. We're going to start again match number 2. It will be an SMG match. Last time, I think, DEVOID was having some MS. It should be all perfect now. And yeah, we can start whenever we are ready to go.
All right, yeah. And as DK said, you never know. It's unpredictable, and DEVOID might have a better understanding of his opponent this round. It's an SMG round as well. He might be just generally better with the SMGs. So let's see how it plays out. And Killhouse as well. He might just prefer this map over the name has slipped my mind. Shipment. Lost the name for a bit.
So here, as you're saying, as we were all talking about previously, this map obviously has different skill set. It's not as small. I think it's more about positioning yourself, rotating on this map compared to just purely gunfire and shooting. So you're gonna have to be a little bit more strategic in your gameplay. DEVOID starts off with a long range shot to DAKSHU. DAKSHU backs off to heal and goes right back up to fight. Well done for DEVOID.
Yeah, really strong start.
And another long-range fight there. Usually you don't have these long-range ones because it is SMG, and you typically have to push in order to get your kill, but 2 in a row is great for DEVOID.
Oh, there we go. DAKSHU, of course, not just stepping up. But I mean, so far, so good. I mean, DEVOID already 2 points, 1 point ahead. I'm curious to see whether or not DEVOID will be able to continue flowing with the punches because, as we know, DAKSHU is that 1 point ahead of him. So he needs to bring it as much as he can if he wants to move up into that sniper round.
Right, DEVOID did lose the first round, so he's going to have to not only win this, but another one. But he's doing really well so far.
Yeah,
DEVOID,
we're tied up again.
Tied up now.
Just
DEVOID
like the shipment
tried to
match.
push. There's obviously a mix between pushing and playing passive. What do you guys think is a good indicator for that, about whether to push or whether to stay passive in these games?
So I think it's about awareness as well. You need to understand where your opponent is, and if you push, how it will be at your advantage. We see DEVOID throwing his flashbangs and grenades as he pushes to try and disorientate the enemy and stop him from killing him, which is a good strategy, and he manages to get much closer to DAKSHU, putting DAKSHU off now. DAKSHU is definitely the guy under pressure right now. DEVOID with a really smart push. Can he get the finish? He might just.
Ooh.
And he does.
There you go.
eventually
DEVOID
does.
working that angle on that side, not just staying behind one place, but multiple spots.
Yeah, DEVOID is looking very comfortable in this current map. I gotta say, SMGs, he looks like he's in his rhythm. He's got the flow going. And, talking about the passiveness and aggression, it's more of a situational play. You got to try and assess your enemy, your opponent, trying to figure out what strategy is going to work best against them. And, I mean, I think having a balance of that at the end of the day is probably your best choice. But again, that ratio of passiveness to that activeness is kind of where it comes in. And so far, DEVOID, he's just stepping this one up so phenomenally, finding it already now with a 2-point lead. If he continues on this trend, I mean, he could be quite comfortable moving into that sniper round. Oh, yes, indeed.
Grenade. DAKSHU with a great throw.
Yeah, timed that perfectly. And it's 4-3 with just under 2 minutes left.
Seems like a
DAKSHU,
role
yes.
reversal here. Just a moment ago, DAKSHU was hanging behind these wooden crates. But
And like
DEVOID will get
DK
the
said,
kill.
DEVOID just looks much more comfortable in the SMG killhouse round. And
He's
we
also
might just go.
he's definitely playing a little bit more passive than he was in the previous round.
Oh yeah,
I think
true.
he's feeling the pressure when it comes to the point difference and losing that first round, that he just wants to make sure I'm going to do everything I can to take this one.
Yeah, and he has the lead now as well. So he can hang back just like DAKSHU did the last round.
Right.
He has time to hang back, let DAKSHU push, let DAKSHU struggle, and just feel the pressure as time slowly ticks off.
DEVOID is really getting some good hits on DAKSHU, and he's just peppering
Oh,
him. DAKSHU can't really push with all this hit.
yeah, 100%. He's gonna probably need to use his tacticals if he's gonna get out of that situation.
But he's already used them. He loves throwing them first. Which, oh my god, almost another kill against DAKSHU.
DEVOID definitely in control as we go into the last 30 seconds
Yeah.
of this round.
And there you go. I think that's the dagger, as that will even things out. Unless an incredible change happens, DEVOID should win this.
Definitely DEVOID wins this round. So we're gonna go into the sniper round. And my prediction might just be right. DEVOID might just take this whole thing.
I know you're
Ooh,
feeling a
I mean-
little stressed about that for a moment. You're like, oh no, is this not going to work out the way I hoped? But it's still possible for DEVOID to win.
Yeah, but CJ, you said also, DEVOID, he's really just peppering him with the shots. Well, he's not only just peppering him, he's throwing him with the whole spice cabinet. I mean, what a way to make a comeback. And now, as you've pointed out, it is down to that sniper round. And this is where it's going to get so interesting, because the players will get they have much more punishment coming through if they're not accurate enough with those shots. And I'm really looking forward to the sniper round.
Yeah, I think the sniper rounds are so fun to just to see. We get a good sense of their gameplay through Shipment, through Killhouse. But a sniper is just a different story. You got some really close players. They all have to be super accurate with their weapon. And they have to have great mobility, because obviously with the sniper rifle, you're going to have to reload. And during those times, you want to stay moving. So it's going to be interesting to see, obviously, at Cage. We'll go into that in just a moment. Let's go and talk to these two inside the lobby and kind of get their sense of, what's going through their heads and all that. So let's see if we can get them on. Hey, DEVOID, DAKSHU, can you hear us again? Perfect. You guys have both done so well. We'll start first with DAKSHU winning the first round. DAKSHU, tell us what was going through your head coming into that first round. Did you try to play it step by step? You had a great early lead, I thought. Oh, actually, no, you were the one losing. So tell us a little bit about that. You lost 2-0 in the very first few kills.
Even if someone hit me or something, I take the lead of it and I'm going to get the guy who works most of the time. That's what I do. But sometimes I have to play passive as well, which I apologize for, because the tournament, there's a lot of cash on the line, so you got to play passive as well. That's what I do.
Yeah, I think there's definitely times to play passive, play aggressively. DEVOID, tell us a little bit about that last round. I think that was something that was certainly utilized, the idea of passive and being aggressive and kind of mixing that into your game. What do you think about that?
Yeah. The start of the round. So we can make it track. Then after that, I just decide to stay calm in my mind.
Well, I think it was a great performance from both of you. DAKSHU, you had a pretty great grenade on DEVOID in that last round. Was that a surprise to you, or did you think it was coming in? Were you just like, I knew it was going to happen? Yeah, from both of you, you guys are both playing that spot. You guys are both playing that spot. You were just saying it's like one of the safest places. And then both of you guys, you guys had this role reversal at points. You guys were going to that crate, which was left of the wooden crate, if that makes sense. So is that like a normal counter? It just kind of brought you over there. Yeah, I thought you guys both played excellently. I think this sniper round will totally be a different game. Obviously, no automatic guns. Good luck to both of you. And yeah, wish you guys both the best, obviously. Keep it up. All right, guys. So we got DK, DV. Who do you guys think is going to take this very last round? I think DV, you're already mentioning you got DEVOID, and he's going to win it. DK, do you have a different perspective or the same? Hmm. Hey, we appreciate biases here. We love those. Ooh, DAKSHU starting off strong. Yeah, that might be the fastest snipe that we've seen to start a match. Oh, how did he miss that? It looked like it was straight on target. Oh, he's trying to no scope, but he puts on the scope to get it the quick one. So there you go. Even things out to 1-1. Yep. You definitely have to start mixing it up. You know, you have to have some passive play and some aggressive play in order to keep the other enemy on their toes, trying to figure out what you're going to do next. And so if you don't utilize the passiveness as well, you're really putting yourself at a big disadvantage. Mm-hmm. For sure. Oh, what a great turn on that one. DAKSHU got the first shot, but unfortunately it was not a kill. So he was stuck in reload mode. Oh, man, I don't know. Oh, what a good shot getting on top of the wooden crate to get that hit. I think it's a healthy mix of, as I always mentioned, being aggressive and being passive. You have to just make sure the enemy doesn't know where you're going to be coming from, whether you're going to stay put or whether you're going to be pushing forward. So that way it makes it harder for your opponent to figure out, should I push forward? Should I stay back? And the better you can mix those two is going to accomplish your own goals of getting more kills than the enemy. Well, it's still a 1 point difference. Super close. Prone shooting from DAKSHU to make it 6 up. And he gets a... Oh my god, that's the second time in my view where DAKSHU has gotten a hit. Pretty significant one. But then right after, DEVOID comes in with a kill. Yep. Wow. Yeah, that's why you need to be able to slide and strafe, because if you don't and you're just sitting there after reload, you're going to be a goner. DAKSHU is getting hit multiple times now, and there you go. DEVOID finally puts in that dagger hit. 15 seconds left. This may go to DEVOID. It looks like it's going to, unless something crazy happens. 8 seconds. Can DAKSHU at least get one more kill? No. DEVOID will take it. He will move on to the finals to figure out who becomes third and who becomes fourth. So congratulations. So I know you guys, I think you guys were definitely voting for DEVOID. I'm sure you guys are pretty happy about that. You just got to play the odds a bit. And, you know, if you make enough predictions, soon enough, yours will come true. So let's go into the actual players that will be competing in the top 4. All right, we got 2 more matches. That's it. I mean, we have 2 more rounds, I should say, and that is it. And that's all going to happen today. So definitely stay tuned for that. We're getting the players set up now into the lobbies. But this is what it comes out to. So obviously, with DEVOID winning that last round, he will move on to face off against Offset. Offset being part of House of Anubis, definitely one of the better players in this for sure. He's won every single round. So DEVOID's going to have a second chance at victory to possibly get third. But if he loses, he'll be at fourth. Same thing with Offset. On the other end, we got later on TIANO versus NAIROBI. That's already a done deal between them. It's either going to be first or second between those 2 great players. All right. So let's see what we got as far as the lobby is concerned. Oh, well, first, actually, makes a lot of sense to do this. Let's go and talk to them and kind of get their sense of the whole game. DAKSHU and DEVOID. Great job, guys. Both of you did amazing. That sniper round certainly went... It could have gone either way. DEVOID, what did you do that you think did a little bit better compared to DAKSHU? Hold on. I might not be able to get my audio for you. Just give me a sec. I'm noticing some issue. But we'll be right back to you guys, all right? All right, so I'm having a little issue with audio for them. Hopefully we'll get that back up and running soon. Yeah, DK and DV, tell us a little bit about what they did and what you guys thought did really well when it became between DAKSHU and DEVOID.
DEVOID said luck. I guess if it was a different day, DAKSHU might have taken it, if I can put it that way. Both great players, both fought well. They won 1 round each, the SMG and assault rifle rounds. And the sniper round, like I said, I just feel like it could have gone any way. But on this night, on this specific day, DEVOID was the better player. DK, what do you think?
It was quite an interesting exchange coming in. I mean, as we did see DAKSHU coming in with a really strong start in that first round. I think it was a 6 in a row play that he had, so showing some really great dominance coming in there. But yeah, things worked out for DEVOID. You know, he used that opportunity. He assessed what he had to do to try and improve and come back stronger in the SMG round. Came back swinging, and in fact, actually, both players they just came out swinging right from the offset here. So again, some pretty strong amounts of aggression coming in. Mad respect for these guys. You know, they just stepped it up. They just played so well, but. Moving up into that sniper round, that is where the separation kind of came in. You know, that is where DEVOID just had a little bit more luck landing those shots. Because, like, don't get me wrong, I don't want to go into a sniper round with either of these guys. You know, there's no chance. I'd probably die without fail every single time. So, yeah, mad respect. I mean, at the end of the day, when it comes to sniper, yes, it is also about the accuracy, but it also comes down to a little bit of luck. And I mean, DEVOID was just able to find those shots a little bit more, as we did see that absolute relentless effort coming in from him.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Definitely some really great gameplay there. So I think I'm having more issues with my audio. What we'll do is we'll come back and hopefully we'll have that all settled. So stay tuned as we'll be back.